Let me ask you something. If you died today, would you feel like you truly lived? Would you feel like you showed up as your fullest, authentic, boldest, and most unapologetic version of yourself? Or would you realize that you spend so much time shrinking, hiding, holding back your voice, your dreams, your potential, just to make others comfortable? I need you to hear this. The world does not need a watered down version of you. It needs you, fully expressed, fully embodied, and fully alive. So, in this episode, we're going to be talking about why you keep playing small and how it is costing you everything. And most importantly, how to take up space and step into your power like never before. Stay with me till the end because this could be a wake up call you've been waiting for. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Enrich podcast. This is your virtual bestie, Simran Adderley. And today I am coming in hot with a message that is going to shake you out of your comfort zone. Because let's be real, too many of us are dimming our own light. Too many of us are afraid to be too much or be too ambitious or be too loud. But let me tell you something. Your light is not a problem. Other people's insecurities are. And in this season of life, we are done playing small. Why do we need to shrink ourselves? Why? Let's talk about it. Let's be honest. Have you ever held back from speaking up because you didn't want it to be judged? Have you ever downplayed your accomplishments so others don't feel bad? Have you ever avoided sharing your goals because someone might say, "Who does she think she is?" And have you ever said yes when you really wanted to say no just to avoid disappointing someone? I'm raising my hand because I have multiple times. We shrink ourselves for acceptance. We play small because we are so conditioned to believe that being quiet is being nice and that not making waves is being humble. But let's call that out for what it is. It's a lie. I remember back in 2013, my first year of university, I had this so-called friend, okay, quote unquote, so-called friend. To my face, she was super sweet, but behind my back, she was telling people, "Who does she think she is?" And let me tell you, that got to me. I started questioning myself. I started dimming my own light so I wouldn't be too much. But here's what I've learned since then. Insecure people will always feel threatened by those who shine. And my mentor always talks about this. Do not dim your light to match others. Shine anyways. So if you keep shrinking just to make others feel better about themselves, you will never live the life that you're meant to live in this world. Let's talk about how to really stop playing small and take up space because it is time to take up space. It is time to flip the script. It is time to own up your space, take up the room, and stop apologizing for who you are. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to reclaim your voice. You're going to stop second guessing yourself. If you have something to say it. At work, in relationships, or in social settings, your voice matters. Whether it is setting a boundary, sharing an idea, or speaking up about what you believe in, own it. Okay? And number two thing you need to stop doing is stop over explaining yourself. This is something, oh my God, I did so much in my life because I was so in this mindset that, you know what, I didn't want to disappoint people. When you become a people pleaser, it's also trauma response. You start justifying your actions because maybe other people don't trust you for whatever their own reasons, their own projections and insecurities. And now you are second guessing yourself if you are still figuring yourself who you are. If you're around people who are making you feel small and they're violating your boundaries and you haven't really stuck by those boundaries, let me tell you, you're going to start over explaining yourself just to be liked, just to be accepted. Because you might love this person, you might love multiple people, and you just don't want to disappoint them. But why are you going to continue doing that anyways? You need to stop over explaining yourself. This is such a big thing in my life. And I'm still learning this, and I'm going to continue learning this because sometimes I do have my old habits showing up and where I want to explain myself. But then there have been multiple times where I have written a message and I've deleted it because I'm like, I don't need to explain myself. I'm being honest. I'm being truthful. I am not doing anything wrong. So why do I need to go out of my way to over explain myself? I know if this is you who's doing that, just check in with yourself. Are you doing something wrong? Are you saying no because you need to take up time for yourself and you have no mental energy? You're done doing things for other people all the time and now you're at capacity. How are you going to fill your own cup? Who's going to do that for you? No one else is doing that for you. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your boundaries, your goals, or your decisions. A simple no, I'm not available, or this is what I want is enough. And people who are secure with themselves, they're going to be like, oh, that's right. Have you noticed when you start setting boundaries, you start losing people? That is because you were overextending yourself every time. And now they can't believe it that you have boundaries, right? And it's impossible for the other party. If they have boundaries and they are very understanding people, they'll understand. They're not going to pick on you every time. They're not going to make you shrink and try to bring your self-esteem down and try to bring your confidence down. If they truly love you, they're going to ask you to be in your power, right? That's what empowered people do. Next thing you need to do is to step into rooms that challenge you, okay? If you're always the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. How many times have you heard that? Surround yourself with people who inspire you, push you, and remind you that you are capable of more. If you feel like you're not growing in life, that's because you are playing small. You are stuck in your comfort zone. You need to extend yourself out of the comfort zone and allow yourself to stretch that comfort zone. And that will be your new comfort zone. Another thing that you need to do is to walk with energy that says, I belong here. Have the posture right. Make an eye contact. The way that you carry yourself, it matters. Okay. Confidence is an energy, not just a mindset. If you don't feel it yet, act as if you do. Believe in yourself and make sure that you are keeping small promises to yourself because they add up. They make you feel confident because you are keeping the word with yourself. Another thing that you need to do is to make peace with being too much. Okay, this is what I had to learn, that yes, I am too much. I have my own opinions. I want to create a life that I absolutely love, and I'm not going to shrink myself, right? Just to keep someone else comfortable. I've done it many times and always been caught up in emotional entanglements, right? The right people will love you for your ambition, for your boldness, and your energy. They will look up to you. If they're doing the work, they will love that about you. The wrong ones, let me tell you, they will fall away. So let them. We've talked about this theory before. Let them. I know it's hurtful. I know it's not easy, but the more you show up for yourself, it's going to become easier. The next thing that you need to do is to take radical action towards your dreams. You are not born to stay in the background. Let me tell you that. Start that business, write that book, launch that podcast if you want to. Go after what you actually want instead of waiting for permission. Whose permission do you need? You need to grant that permission for yourself. Okay, no one's going to come tell you, yeah, you should chase your dreams. Yeah, you should go for that. Yeah, you should write that book. No, everyone's thinking about their life. They're thinking about themselves. You got to believe in yourself enough to go after it and just trust in the universe that the right opportunities, the right people are going to come your way. Let me tell you, when I started setting boundaries a couple of years ago, yes, there was so much discomfort that I felt because I absolutely want to always be doing things for other people and I love people. But at the same time, I knew that my cup was empty again and again. I was getting hurt, I was getting sick, and my panic attacks were coming back. So, my point here is if you're going to keep playing small, if you're going to keep silencing yourself, if you're going to keep waiting for the right time, for the right people, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to realize that you lived your entire life for other people. Let me tell you, it is beautiful to live your life for other people, but let me tell you, if you don't set boundaries, you don't fill your own cup, you will become resentful. You're going to stop enjoying doing things that you love doing, right? If you're not pouring into your own cup, like for instance, right, when we are sitting in an airplane, we're going through the safety instructions. Why do they tell us that you should put your own mask first? The reason is if you don't have your own mask on, you're going to run out of oxygen Second, that you're not going to be able to help someone else. How are you going to help someone else if you can't breathe or you run out of oxygen? Yeah, live for yourself and be here to take up space. Be here to be loud. Be here to be bold. Be here to be seen. And when you do that, you don't just change your life, you inspire every single person around you to do the same. So my question for you is, what is one thing that you are going to stop doing so you can stop playing small today? Thank you so much for tuning in. DM me, tag me, and let me know how I did. And if this episode resonated with you and hit home for you, make sure to subscribe to my channel, share, and leave a review below. And once again, share this episode, subscribe. I'll see you next time on Enrich right here. Until then, step into your power and take up space. Sending you so much love and positive vibes. Take care.